Well, finally tonight, tomorrow is more than New Year's Eve. It is also the anniversary of the death of Pope Benedict XVI. EWTN's Vatican Bureau recently hosted a discussion on the life and legacy of the German Pope.
I think of all, he was a a man with a great humility and a profound faith and a very high intelligence. And these three characteristics in the same man is unique.
I still remember this when he spoke about the priesthood, when one of these priests addressed him and asked him, like, we are facing so many difficulties today. What could you recommend? And he was very practical in these moments. So first of all, he spoke about the personal friendship with Jesus Christ. So that this is what characterizes a priest. He has to be a man of God. And then there are several means. And at the same time, he made reference to the saints. So he presented us concrete ways of how to realize how to live the priesthood.
When we're speaking of saints,
Yeah.
who were his favorite saints?
His name is Joseph. And I think this is the most important saint for him. And I have the impression he has lived as a Joseph.
Maybe to summarize also, what are the things that remain for you personally from the pontificate of Pope Benedict XVI? What will you take away from that also, maybe on a personal level?
So I think, first of all, he was a collaborator of truth, as he called himself. That was his coat of arms. And he was giving testimony of the truth. And the truth is Jesus Christ. And then there's perhaps a second dimension, being like a father of the church. Because he was like a father to everyone, just through his humility, his brilliance, and then also bringing all this together as a real father, but at the same time in his writings. And his writings will remain.
In the testament, in the spiritual testament, he that after a long life, as a priest, as a professor, and so on, he said, faith is the fundament. You can build up of that faith, of that fundament, your death and your life and your death. And we know that his last word was like a point behind his whole life. Signore, ti amo. Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for sharing also all those anecdotes and those insights into the life of Pope Benedict XVI on his second anniversary of his passing. Thank you very much for being with us today.